present to you the Ohef Sholom Temple before I announce it officially. If you are working the Asti Carnival and you need to go set up your booths, please wait until the very last song. There will be plenty of time for you to set up the booths. We don't want you getting up in the middle and walking out and the cast would go, come back, come back. Okay. So, with your groggers under your seat, we now proudly present to you the OST, Purimspiel. For 3 years, the king had reigned. Morton was a good king, nobody complained. Now he threw a party which lasted 6 months, with food and wine and amazing stunts. He called now for his beautiful wife, and he got a shock, the surprise of his life.
Vashti, Vashti, come and dance! Wiggle, jiggle, waltz and prance! Wear your crown and come and wobble! Come on the double and do not wobble!
I will not wobble, waltz, or prance. I will not come and do a dance.
Come on, come, Vashti, please be hasty. We will find it very tasty. You can dance it with a clown. You can dance it in your crown.
I will not dance in my crown. I will not dance with you. I do not wish to mock at all whether I dance is not or at all.
Will you try it in the moat? Could you with a goat?
I will not wiggle in the moat. I will not jiggle with a goat. Surely, King, you must be kidding if you expect me to do your bidding.
This refusing must not be done. It's interfering with my fun. Call forth my attorney, Bernie!
Boy, have I had quite the journey. It stopped up back to Effingham. I did not like it, King I am.
Bernie, Vashti won't come through to dance before my royal crew.
King, this simply will not do. Wives all over will construe that husband's orders they can eschew. I think Vashti's days are through.
Vashti, you don't have to come.
Darn right you are, young royal bum. That's insulting to the man that bashes and dance at the king's command. I'm out of here. I quit this soon. Go find yourself a brand new queen. Oh, the
I could tell her she'd no longer be a palace dweller. But how will I find a new royal playmate who'll do whatever it is I say, mate?
A beauty contest!
A beauty pageant! Whoa, how cool! I'll pick a pretty one. I'm no fool.
I can say without a doubt, on that front, the jury is still out.
Orders for beauty check all this back and so we'll have you.
In Shushan, there lived a certain Jew. You knew he was coming, didn't you? His name was Mordecai, son of Kish, a seller of potato and kasha kanish. Esther was his niece, but he raised her up as family. Esther's who this story's about, in case you had the slightest doubt.
I have a hunch it's better you do not tell him you're a Jew.
I will not tell him I'm a Jew. Uncle Morty, Daddy too. I will not tell him on a train. I will not tell him in the rain. I will not tell him here or there. I'll not tell him anywhere.
Enough already, you made your point. Go get ready to rock the joint.
Just one question I must ask before I go about this task. Won't he know that I'm a Jew when he sees the things I do?
The king sees nothing but his wine. He drinks whenever he sits to dine. He never noticed you were a Jew if an etrog grew on the side of you.
The beauties came before the king, which made him laugh and shout and sing.
This contest I know will have a winner. She'll be the one to make me dinner.
Being that the book bears her name, it's obvious who gets the fame. Meanwhile, Mordecai sat in the gate, waiting for news of Esther's fate. There he sold his kosher condition, when there came to his nose something quite fishy.
2 plotters against the king, I hear. I shall go hide until it's all clear. Bigton and Teresh are the king's guard. I'll find out their plot, then play my card.
Does the king give us wine to drink? Perhaps a cheap one, you would think.
No straws, no white zin, that's a Jew. Yeah, not even one that tastes like oobleck.
All we get is beer that's awful. It doesn't pair well with falafel.
Tonight it's bordering on abuse. Tonight it tastes like loose moose juice.
Upon King Morton less lay our hands, we'll bind him up with big rubber bands.
We'll overthrow the lousy ruler and throw his body in the cooler.
When Mordecai came out of hiding, he knew he needed to give some guiding. Overhearing those two had made him wiser. He went to Esther to advise her. Bigton and Teresh were sent away. Mordecai had saved the day. In the king's book of records, his tale was written. And then, everybody did forget.
In our next chapter, the villain comes. He just arrives, no fanfare, no drums. He is known to clergy and laymen. We are, of course, introducing Haman.
The days in peace and folly were spent. The king grew older, but no wiser. One day, he got a new advisor. He sought after a new breakfast treat, as he had the same old food to eat.
Perhaps I'm only in a lull, but breakfast has become quite dull. Oh, to have something new to eat, that would be a wondrous treat.
Your Majesty, I have a cure. Have green eggs with your meal du jour.
Green eggs, ham, and roux. Sounds kind of funny. I'll try to try with extra money. New foods are yummy, that is clear. And Haman,
out of the palace his walk is crooked, and so our plot begins to thicken.
Move your foreheads down, down, down. There's a new vizier in town. You know that's me, right? You'll soon see that every face must bow to me.
To bow? To you I will not bow my head, not even if you turn bright red. But I will 1 knish, 2 knish, red knish, blue knish. I will sell you whatever color you want.
You are insubordinate. Bow now, bow down. I order it.
Bow, I will not do, even if you're wearing blue. How now, I will not bow, not even to a big brown cow. I will not bend myself in half, not even to a golden calf. You move along, I will not bend. I'm through with you. That's it. The end.
And so Haman was filled with rage. This interaction set the stage. But to kill one man was just too simple. Or hit his leg and make him limp. On all the Jews he bent his wrath until he could not do the math.
The lot he cast fell upon a Hadar. It was not too close and not too far. But lest he do this on just his volition, Haman sought out the king's permission.
Your Majesty, there are people among us whose presence is welcome in the fungus. They do not behave by the laws of the king, and in all minor keys they sing.
I don't mind songs in a minor key, but what's this about not obeying me?
Strange people are dwelling in your land. Deliver them into my hand.
I'm the king, you must agree. If I give you these people, what's in it for me?
I will pay 10,000 talents, then Kingy's book will be in balance.
So be it. Here is my ring. Show me the money and do your thing.
Haman then sent out his orders to all the town criers as far as the borders. On the 14th of Adar, attack the Jews wherever they are. All the Jews in Shushan will be nixed, will be defeated, be gone, gone, gone. They'll not be able to carry on. That's their fate, their denouement.
When Mordecai heard what had been done, he knew that this would be no fun. He tore his clothing, put on sacks, put on ashes, and would not relax.
moan and cry and wail that you might see soon without fail. The king has a new grand vizier. We should all be struck with fear. Because have you heard the awful news that he plans to kill the Jews? Haman has paid the king quite nicely to carry out his plan precisely. He will come and kill us all. That is why I'm moaning so. Do not stay here all semester. Tell this nurse my good news.
Haman's neat, I do not doubt it. But what do you expect me to do about it? I cannot go before the king if he has not put forth his ring in my general direction, even though I've won his affection. It's a life-threatening kind of thing to go and ask before a king.
eyes, you go before that kingly guy. But now hear this, you just might say to all the Jews if you are free. And maybe the force beyond all time and season pleased you in this moment for that very reason. And unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Someone else might save the Jews, but you'll die too. What you got to lose? What's he chasing for, Chester? Deliver this note to my duty set.
Well, for me to do nothing would be quite easy. This decision makes me queasy. I can deal with my malaise if you and the Jews will fast for 3 days. Before the king, I will go. I hope no tragedy ends our show.
That Esther might save all the Jews, she approached the throne room and shook her views. But would the king hold forth his scepter, showing that his presence would accept it? You do not need to scream and shout. In the next chapter, you will find out. Listen up for the old news. In the next scene, Morton hears a Jew.
I have something for you to favor. If in your eyes I have found
Esther. In nature, beauty assuredly blessed her.
Well, could you too? And have a seat. Your time's a pearl, Dunny.
What is it that you desire, queen who sets my heart on fire? Half my kingdom can be yours, from Ethiopia to the eastern shore. Tell me what it is you ask, while in my favor you still bask.
My request is rather plain. We should all do this again. Tonight you ate so healthy, so hearty. Tomorrow come to another party. More fine wine and meat all served, starting with a kosher hors d'oeuvre. Then I'll tell you what I wish. After you have licked your dish.
Another day, another feast. My curiosity you may increase. We'll come back tomorrow eve. Come on, Ham!
So Haman left to go on home. He went directly. He did not roam. But when he walked over the gate, he asked who else was out that way.
Move your forehead to the ground when I move around and pass. I am Haman, thank you to the every church must bow to me.
You are will not bow my head, even if you turn bright red. But I will tell you finish if you would like a tasty dish.
You are insubordinate. Bow down, bow now. I order it.
To bow, I will not do. It's like deja vu. You move along, I will not beg. I'm true with you. That's it. The end.
It is you I should have guessed. Will not much longer be a pest. When I get rid of all the Jews, no one left will ever refuse to bow to the big guy in these shoes. Bye-bye for now, you're going to lose. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I'll get rid of all Jews, 100%. Ha, 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 ha.
And if you thought Haman was scary, wait till you meet his vile wife, Zeresh.
Well, what was like a bunch? Like a dish for lunch?
I can't stand Canisius Morty to do about his bowing and much ado. The king still holds me in high esteem, yet to see Morty gone is all I dream.
Your problem has a simple solution. Needing no great revolution. Gallows, 50 cubic high. You should build for Mordecai. Hang it high so all can see. But ask the king for this to be. It's such a simple ambition. Without the king's permission. The king still loves you, this I know. But Haman, you told me so.
I'll build a gallows in a sink, and they'll call me Mr. Lynch. Ha, 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 ha.
You're the sugar, Mr. Lynch, insisting we all kneel. You're as cuddly as a sabra and as menschy as an eel, Mr. Lynch. You're a manure-flavored Hamantash with a distinct lack of appeal. You build a chaya, Mr. Lynch. You've really lost control. Your brain is full of Monson. You've got ribbonness in your soul, Mr. Lynch. We would completely, utterly obliterate your memory if your name weren't all over this scroll.
And everything will be just fine. But now it's time to rest your head. Time it is to go to bed.
Bedtime hour is now at hand. Snoring heard across the land.
guards misbehaved, and their plot was thwarted by Mordecai? How do we honor this super guy? How to reward him? That is the question. Perhaps Haman will have a suggestion. Catch him! Out the court guards where he's been.
Good King Morton, I've got a petition. I'd like to ask for your permission.
Well, first I have for you a question. I'm in need of your suggestion. There's a man whose honor I've ignored. How do I give him a great reward?
This man of which he speaks can just the mean little old me. Sure did much. I'll pretend that I'm nonplussed and make this plan me he'll corrupt. Your Majesty, I have some advice for honoring someone, and I'll be concise. Let him be taken dressed in your gown, upon a fine horse, and wearing your crown. Let him be led through the streets of the town, while a nobleman tells everyone to bow down.
Haman! That idea is quite nice. I'd rather favor your advice. Of all you've said, let it be done. Mordecai is the honored one. Of this idea, you were the source, so you may leave him on my horse.
Although Haman walked at the workman's head, he felt like the other end instead. Through the streets of Tucson, Morton could nobly ride, led by his unhappy guide.
Oh, no! thanks for that pert unsolicited curse. My day has gone wrong. Could it get any worse?
There was no time to wonder, no time to get smart, for Esther's soiree number 2 would soon start. The guards had arrived to take Haman to dinner. Our next chapter tells us who's loser, who's winner.
The king and Haman came to Esther to eat. He bid them come in. He showed them a feast, with dishes and fishes and dishes so rare. Esther did serve both for guests with great care, with fine wine and rich foods. It was a large feast. Esther had even cooked up the roast beast.
There is something about a dinner so delicious. But in my chicken soup, what floats, looking like a spear of oats?
I'll give you the entire scoop. Those are matzo balls in your soup.
A matzo ball seems hardly credible. Is the rest of the roast beef also edible?
A matzo king is not a beef. It's just bread that's missing yeast.
So really this thing is a dumpling, that's all. A dumpling's a dumpling, no matter how small. Haman! Haman, you've been very quiet. Have you gone suddenly on a diet? From walking all day on the royal course, I imagine you could eat a small horse. At the very least, some gefilte fish. You haven't even touched your knish.
Oh, yes, my day has been so very long, and the smell of the horse was very strong. After walking and talking, shouting with force, I find my throat to be a bit hoarse. Pardon me if I sit here and drink while the thoughts in my head I continue to think. I'll just sit here and just down all the wine and pour, and rest my poor feet that are horribly sore.
Now, Esther, good and lovely queen, young and sweet, only 17, feeling the beat of the tambourine. What is it that you want or need? Just ask, and I will pay you. Half my kingdom can be yours, from India to the western shores. Can I give your spirit a lift, and reward to you some gift?
There's but one gift to give your wife. If your majesty pleases, spare me my life, and those of my uncles, friends, and cousins, for we are all to be killed by justice. We will be slain by an impudent knave, and you know I cannot serve you feast from the grave. It's only because of death threats I found bravery. I wouldn't have bothered if it were just slavery.
What is the name of this murderous guy who's having my queen and her family die? And who are your people this man wants to kill? Will he fail in his murderous plan? Yes, he will!
I'm on this adventure and don't want to lose. Victory's won by the options I choose. So listen, hey, darling, this is my news. I'm Jewish, and one man will kill all us Jews.
An evil guy wants to get rid of my wife? And Mordecai, hero who rescued my life. Tell me the whole story. Let it be true. Who is this Grinch who slay every Jew?
The villain is right here. He's not in grand payment. The one who has us all murdered.
The king was quite angry. He got all confused. He stood there perplexed with his brain feeling blue. He stormed from the room in the dark haste, thinking about the decisions he faced.
Esther, you're the only one who can make this fate undone. So you'll ask the king for me to undo the attack of the Jews decree?
Once a decree's been made and sealed, it can never be repealed. You're the odd man in this room. You sealed your fate. Your end is due.
If my knees weren't so sore, I'd kneel to show you my sincere appeal.
You're kneeling in my Esther's room? You've gone too far.
But what to do with the Jews' bad faith? We'll find out in chapter 8. Orders written and sealed by the king by using his royal signet ring are written as though cast in stone and can't even changed by the man on the throne. This is presenting a problem for now. How would the Jews be redeemed? How? Oh, how?
Haman turned out to be a louse. Let me give you his house. And if you think it would not be too grand, you can even take his land.
Oh, your majesty is so very kind. But there is one thing you must mind. Haman's orders do still stand. Somehow those orders we must demand.
That is a problem, that is true. But now I know just what to do. Mordecai!
Yes?
Here, take this ring. The ring that seals the laws of the king. Grand Vizier, I appoint you now. I'm certain you'll handle the problem somehow. I am such a successful king because I delegate everything.
I need some advice on Esther, my niece. How do we get all that killing to cease?
As the edict stands now, every Jew will be smitten. But what happens if some new orders are written?
That's it! The orders I will write, giving all the Jews the right to fight, and I'll seal those orders with this ring, and no one can change them, not even the king.
And then we'll send them out by you, by horse and by camel, by flummox and sea, by every mammal. We'll send them by strider and rider and runner, but even by jogger and talker and hunter. And then every Jew in this whole blessed land will know quite precisely where we all should stand.
On 14 Adar, some in Shushan attacked, but every Jew tried because they could fight back.
The story of Esther we must retell. We must remember the details well. Jews must celebrate Hag Purim, giving alms to the poor. That is one thing. We also send baskets of goodies around, filled with hamantak, candy, and sweets that abound. We all make noise at Haman's name. No, we can't forget his fame, or how he wished to end the Jews. But think how his plot became diffused by one heroic Jewish queen, Esther, with her coat of living.
is our wonderful cast and crew and people who put on this show for you. It's so wonderful. Give them another hand. As you rise and as you mill about, as you congratulate them, you'll see their names flash on the screen above. So thank you very much. And when it's all over, you may go to our Asti Purim Carnival.